Renaturation is slow in the DNA, renaturation is quite fast in the case of the RNA, and then the base pairing. Pairing is always present in DNA because we have already learned DNA is double strand. So two strands when face each other, they are going to develop base pairs, and pairing provides stability. In the case of RNA, pairing is not there only if it bends. If you remember, I have already told this concept to you that mRNA is linear without any bending, has lots of bending, has many irregular bending. So wherever there is bending, bonds may develop, hydrogen bonds may develop for stability. So base pairings is always present in DNA, but it may be present in those areas where there is coiling or folding. Another thing. Now, because it undergoes base pairing, it develops a proper helix. There is a false coiling, which is also called as false or pseudo helix, which is present here. Next is for formation of the DNA. For formation of the DNA, primer is required. Now, what is primer in 12th class? You will understand in detail, because DNA formation we learn in details in 12th class. Primer is a short piece of RNA. Right now I can only tell you this much, that primer is a short stretch of RNA. So a primer is required for DNA formation, but for RNA formation there is no requirement of primer. Then DNA give rises to RNA, and RNA give rises to the, so this is the function of the DNA. The DNA will always give rise to RNA for metabolic reactions to go on properly, and RNA will always give rise to polypeptides, or what you call as proteins. It can be hormones, it can be enzymes. Then the quantity per cell is fixed. DNA cannot become more or less. Its number or its quantity will be always fixed. If its number go down or up, it will cause problems, mutations, maybe death also, maybe no survival of the zygote also. So quantity is fixed in every cell. It can become tumor also. If the number of DNA starts increasing, it will be a tumor or cancer also. So RNA quantity is variable, because we already have learned that during protein formation, amount of the mRNA will increase, amount of the rRNA will increase. So the variable quantity is there. Then there are no types in the case of DNA. There are many types. We have already learned in that last classes many types of RNA. So these are the various differences between DNA and RNA. Now the next is the next concept is that types of DNA is there. So DNA can be either prokaryotic DNA or it can be the eukaryotic DNA. A DNA which is present in the cytoplasm or is present in the mitochondria and plastid would be called as the prokaryotic one. Now please be clear, when I say cytoplasmic DNA, that means we are talking about nucleoid, because there is no nucleus in the case of the prokaryotes. And the similar type of DNA is found in the mitochondria and plastids of eukaryotes, because this concept we have already learned in the 8th chapter, that by endosymbiosis or endoparasites, the mitochondria and mitochondria and plastids were the prokaryotic cells which entered inside eukaryotes. So that same reason is there. So cytoplasm of the prokaryotes and mitochondria and plastids of eukaryotes carry which type of DNA? Prokaryotic DNA. Even the ribosome, if you remember, are same, 70, 70, 70. In this case 80. So eukaryotic DNA is found in the nucleus. Now the next one, this DNA is very small in amount or less in amount. This DNA is a long one and greater in number also. If it is cut into pieces, it is in numbers. We have cut into how many pieces? 23 pairs in the somatic cells and 23 in the gametes. Circular DNA is always, prokaryotic DNA is always circular and double stranded, please remember. But the eukaryotic is going to be linear and double stranded. So it's a circular one, it's a linear one. So according to the shape also, DNA can be called as a circular DNA or DNA can be called as the linear DNA. Then remember, that the prokaryotic DNA, which is circular and double-stranded, will not be covered with histones. So histones topic in proteins or basic amino acid topic, I have already explained this concept. The DNA is negatively charged because of the phosphoric acid group. That's why it wraps around positively charged proteins called as histone proteins. Why is it positively charged? Because it is rich in the basic amino acids, that is arginine and lysine. We'll be learning it in details in 12th class again. So histones are present in the case of eukaryotic DNA because eukaryotic DNA wraps around the histone proteins, but such proteins are absent in the case of the prokaryotic DNA. So this DNA is called as the naked DNA. Now, prokaryotic DNA codes for very few protein, reason its length is and amount is very small. But when it comes to eukaryotic, it is a greater amount of DNA, so it codes for more number of proteins. Then introns are absent. Okay, what is introns? The DNA has two portions, working portions and non-working portions in the case of the eukaryotes. Working portions are called as exons and non-working portions are called as introns. Now, why exons are and introns are present in 12th you are going to understand. Just remember this much: exons are working portion, introns are non-working portion or interfering portion, intervening portion, and then such a arrangement of genetic material is called as split gene, because a gene which has working parts separated or split by non-working parts which are present in between is called as split gene. So split genes are present in the eukaryotic DNA and such things are not present in the case of the prokaryotic DNA. Amount of GC is more in the prokaryotic DNA, amount of AT is more. We have already learned that on the last page. And then repeated sequence are absent. There are many repeat sequence when it comes to the eukaryotic DNA. Very little portion of DNA is functionless. Remember, in the case of human, a great amount of DNA is functionless and it is called as junk DNA.